Alright, a lot of you have been asking me about the X-Men costumes, and if you don't remember the X-Men movies, very popular. And the main characters all have superpowers, and the main character is X-Man, and you know in this recent movie it was called X-Men Origins and Wolverine, because he had these I don't know why it was called Wolverine, but I think it's because it's a little spoiler in case you haven't seen the movie. His wife gave him a little army dog tag that said Wolverine on it, and so I guess his code name was X-Man, but he wanted to be called Wolverine because his wife called him Wolverine or something like that. So, anyways, this is if you'll know from the X-Men movies, they call him by his real name, which he is. If you know anything about Marvel Comics, he's a pretty popular character, and his name is actually X-Man. So what you want to do when you're going to dress up as X-Man is you want to have the mutton chops, because X-Man has mutton chops. So what I've done is you can make mutton chops. I've made them myself.
Where's the top
The
ramen?
key is you have to have they have to be in the right spot. And that's the key, because the mutton chops have to look real. And so Wolverine, codename Wolverine, has from years of living out in the forest, he has mutton chops. But the other thing he has is he has claws. And if you don't have a good set of claws, your costume's not going to look that good. So I'm going to show you these claws. I've made them pretty simple. This is the claws right here. See that? Look at that. It's pretty cool. And they do retract. You got to push that little button. They do come out. See that? It comes out right there. And then this one here, if you take this one off, it kind of works too. It kind of looks like it pops out. So you just kind of, and then you learn how to say, you have to talk like X-Man. So you have to say things like, hey, bub. And he always says bub. He calls everybody bub. And that's what makes you like the X-Man. And then also you can have this one if you run out of pins. See that? It's pretty cool. It's a neat little effect. And if you close your mouth, no one can see you make the sound. And then you look like X-Man from the movie. And as you know, if you read Marvel Comics, and I'm a huge Marvel Comics expert, you know that X-Man is the main character, and their character's called mutants. And I've been reading Marvel Comics for years. I'm a Marvel Comics expert, and X-Man is the main character. He lives in the mutant mansion with Professor X-Man, and then he took over the name X-Man from him. So, yeah, there you go. Now I have a book here. It's got a picture of Sabretooth on it from the recent X-Men movie, and see, you can see that Sabretooth is actually X-Man's brother. And so what happened here was after he became X-Man, when he moved into the mutant mansion with Professor X-Man, he grew mutton chops. And then, so this was actually the fourth movie, but I don't know why they kind of did it out of order or something. I don't know. They made the first two movies, then they made a third movie, then they made the fourth movie, and in the fourth movie he doesn't remember who he is, and he kind of has to start all over again and get all his powers. And then something happened to Professor X-Man where he lost all of his age, and he came out and he was rescuing all the mutants. But I thought they already did that in the second movie, but I don't know. I think they might be updating the series. Every couple of years they update the series. So he used to actually be called Weapon X-Man, and then they changed his name to just X-Man. So, but yeah, you got the sideburns and all that stuff. Alright, so if you want to know how to make these, let me know. I can show you how. It's pretty simple. The other thing you might want to do is, if you want to become, there's another character that lives in the mutant mansion with Professor X-Man and X-Man, and his name is actually laser man, and he has laser eyes. And what he does is he has to shoot laser eyes out of his eyes. But he doesn't really have any powers. He wears a visor on his head, and which actually the lasers come from the visor. And so his name is actually Laser Eye, but his power comes from the visor. So if you want to be him, his real name is Scott Summers. You can wear, and this is what it looks like, a visor on your head. And I've designed one of these out of a Sparklets water bottle. And this way you have the power then to shoot lasers out of your eyes, like Laser Man. And remember, Laser Man doesn't have this thing here is called a Cyclops because it's one eye. And for some reason, Laser Man has to wear this because he doesn't have any powers without this. This is actually where the lasers come from. He has no powers. His real name is Scott Summers. Scott Summers has no real powers. They come from his laser thing he wears on his head. And he has to wear these sometimes, every time he goes out in case he meets another evil mutant. So that's it for today. If you really want to know some more, I can help you out. I make all kinds of costumes, and if you want to know anything about comics, I can answer any questions about comic books. And if you don't know about comic books, I'll be more than happy to talk to you because I'm an expert, like I said. So, all right. See you later. Thanks a lot for everything, for supporting this video. Watch it, bub.